My name is Sofia Sánchez. I am PhD student in the Agronomy Faculty in the National University of Córdoba, Argentina. In this presentation, I will show preliminary results of my doctoral thesis, in which I research the relationship between droughts and wildfire in the Córdoba province, located in the center of Argentina. Fire activity is determined by a wide range of factors, including short and long-term climatic conditions and weather seasonality, among others. Exploring the variability of fire regimen characteristic over time and space is crucial to understanding the interaction between landscape pattern, climate, and fire, especially in a context of climate change and intense human intervention in the fire regimen. In the center of Argentina, in Córdoba province, there is a law that prohibits ignite fire in rural and forest areas. So fires is the main disturbance affecting thousands hectares each year. According to the Provincial Fire Management Plan, the season of fire in the whole province begins in Jan and extends up to December. The climate in the Córdoba province has suitable conditions for the occurrence of fire. Climate has variability climate, but in general, it is semi-arid and precipitation are concentrated in summer season. Winter is dry and mild, with relative high temperature occurring in August and September. This leads winter to be seasonality of fire. I researched the impact of the current droughts and preceding moisture conditions in the main ecoregion of the province. Also, I described the frequency of fire in main ecoregion. Climate-fire relationships are examined across the ecoregion in the center of country. For drought research, meteorological information was used. In Argentina, near 100 national weather stations provide information that the Center of Survey and Evaluation of Agricultural and Natural Resources use to calculate drought index monthly. In Córdoba, there are 9 stations that were all used in order to create maps of droughts monthly. The impact of the current droughts and preceding moisture conditions were analyzed based on the Standardized Precipitation Index. The index is widely used to characterize meteorological droughts and on a range of timescale. The HPA can be compared across regions with different market climates. It quantifies observed precipitation as a standardized deviation from a selected probability distribution function that models the precipitation data. This map can be used to identify the intensity of droughts or excess of rainfall in each month. If SPI value are less than -1, indicate a condition of drought. The more negative value, the more severe the situation. If HPI value higher than +1, more humid condition compared to a normal situation. When the value is between -1 and +1, the situation is identified as normal. A fire frequency map for the period of 2001 and 2020 was created using the modest burned area product MCD6-4A1. In addition, modest heat sources have been used to validate fire scars. Satellite information was downloaded using the United States Geological Survey. From 2001 to 2021, the total burned area in Córdoba province was near to 1,700,000 hectares, representing an equivalent of 10% of the total study area. The annual burned area was very different between the 20 years considered. The results suggest that this year were preceded by conditions of major water deficit, particularly the large fires of 2009 and 2020. The large burned area occurred mostly when HPI index was lower than climatic average per month. The number of occurrences of fire per month allow the seasonality fire in all the province. Most fire events and area burning occurring in mid to late winter, August to September, although fire season seems to start in June and last until November, occasionally until December. Moreover, the box plot showed those months with high data dispersion. The outlier depends to the year. Córdoba presents two regions severely affected by recurrent fires. First, Bañados del Río Dulce. These subregions include extensive grassland and shrub of saline soils that occupy an extensive plain. The landscape presents patched wetland and saline environment. The fire in this subregion has been associated with livestock practice. Then, Sierras de Córdoba. This mountain region was the most affected in terms of burned area and fire frequency ranging from 1 to 6 times. Wildfire are a primary disturbance in these regions. Wild vegetation consists mainly of grassland, native forest, and shrubland. The main burned area grassland and shrubland. In the Sierras, acacia, aroma, and acacia caben replace shrubland in sites where fire is the main modifying factor in the landscape. Generally, fire have low severity. Statistical significant relationship was observed between fire and droughts for the same season, while preceding weather conditions play a relative minor role, depending on the region. Here we can see the correlation obtained for Sierra region. For all periods, the relationship is negative and significant, although the value is some low. The negative sign means that the greatest of drought condition, more negative index, more area was burned. However, we can analyze for one period in particular. For example, in 2020, the monthly burned area was negatively correlated with current drought and with previous conditions. This correlation resulted higher. In 2020, 300,000 hectares were burned. This year was the most affected in the study period. Other research has been shown that near to 1,600,000 hectares were burned between 1987 and 2019. To conclude, although drought is not solely responsible for the occurrence and extent of fire, the results suggest that it is feasible to predict the severity of the fire season based on the past drought condition. Also, we can check the fire season matched with the season with the greatest water deficit. Meteorological drought has a different impact on fire characteristic in different regions of the province of Córdoba. And the most affected years, 2009, 2013, and 2020, were preceded by conditions of great moisture deficit. Thank you very much for your attention.